Can you believe it? It's the final week of the Hearing God series and your meetings in small groups. So I thought this week, as we approach kind of the last group session that you have to study together, that I'd give you an option. The first option is, of course, you can do the discussion guide as planned. I believe the lesson is entitled Hearing God as a Life. And you can just work through that discussion as it's written out. Watch the Dallas Willard video, which is, I think, on communion, union, and conversation with God. Or, if you would like, you can take the notes of this past weekend's message, which Pastor Derek and I decided to approach the whole hearing God thing from the angle of God's will. And so there are similarities to our message, and there are some distinctions, but we both presented this idea regarding God's will, that there are three aspects to God's will: His will of decree, His will of desire, and His will of direction. And you might find that discussion is actually very helpful for those in your group. I got some great feedback from folks this past weekend. I'm sure Pastor Derek did as well. And people are very anxious and perhaps overly anxious about the will of God for their lives. And so the message might really help answer to some, I think, maybe felt needs that people in your group are dealing with. So to that end, I'm going to have sent to you the notes from my message this past weekend at the Norwalk campus, or you can utilize Pastor Derek's notes from the Harbor City campus. Either way, we'll have those resources available to you. The notes that I'm going to send are extended notes, so it's basically the message that I preached. So you'll be able to read through them and actually figure out how you want to conduct your group lesson for that night. So it's going to require a little more maybe prep time for you, but I believe the content will actually bless people, and the discussion might take you all night. So, make the choice. I encourage you, either way is fine. And remember, this is the last week that you're required to study together. You can continue meeting in your groups through the first week of December, but we're encouraging you as you meet that you make it more about something else than just study. Maybe do a devotion in the weeks to come. Some of you are already planning your Thanksgiving holiday outreach as a group. I encourage you to have fun together. Get together maybe outside of the normal meeting place and, hang out and have some fun and connect on a relational basis. So that's all for this week. God's will, you can discuss that, or you can discuss the Hearing God as a Life portion that's been prepared for you. And we look forward to hearing your stories and testimonies about what God has been doing in your group. We're getting ready to prepare again for another group semester, which is happening sometime in the latter part of January, early February. So God bless you guys. It's been great being with you. And again, send any questions in that you might have regarding the whole series. We'd love to hear your feedback. We're going to try to get back in touch with you to have you evaluate how this group, small group session or life group sessions have gone for you. And it's been great just doing this and keeping you guys on board with everything that we're doing. So God bless, and have a great group session this week. Looking forward to hearing from you.